Hello, and welcome to Stage, Screen, and In Between. I'm Helen, and we're coming to you from beautiful St. Maarten, and I have with me a very talented guest. His name is Art Now, and I met him the other night at karaoke. Art, you are so talented. You sing, you play the harmonica, you play the keyboard, you play the accordion. How do you do it all?
I think just I love music, and whatever I touch makes music. It's natural gift. I don't really study music.
But weren't you professionally trained at some point? You took some kind of study in music?
I took a little bit of accordion lessons when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, my mom thought I was too hyperactive to sit at the piano, so she got me an accordion. It was very heavy, and lugging that thing around is intense. But I started playing piano bars about 20 years ago. So I've been traveling around the world playing piano bars. Okay. Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, Ireland, Germany, cruise ships, and one day we ended up in St. Maarten. I did, and I auditioned for a piano bar here, and so I started working here 10 years ago, and past 3 years I've been staying here pretty much because I love St. Maarten. It's one of the nicest islands, friendly, beautiful people, and yeah, the karaoke. I mean, on Monday night, I figured I'd fill out my night. We were doing karaoke. Helen's an incredible singer, does a lot of great songs.
Thank you.
Yeah. Really enjoy it.
Now you have an amazing video. You have over 30,000 hits on YouTube. You want to talk about that, the name of it, and how that came about?
Yeah.
Because it starts out on a stoop in Williamsburg, and you end up on an island. So tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, it's plain and simple. Somebody says, Art, what's up? And I say, I just don't want to be here. And where do you want to be? I don't know. And, of course, we are in the Caribbean. The reason I'm here is because I wish I was a fish. No, it's really true. It's the title of the album that everyone loves, and the title of the single that people seem to go really flipped out for here, called I Wish I Was a Fish. I wrote the song while I was on a gig in Austria because, seriously, I have problems making decisions. I can't, should I book this flight? Should I work in this country? Should I go back with my girlfriend? Should I do this? And one day I was like, stop! I wish I was a fish. Because when I see fish in the Caribbean, they seem to be swimming around with nothing on their mind. And I truly wish that I could just go with the flow, like a little clownfish.
Let's take a look. Let's take a break and show everybody what we're talking about.
Great.
Hey, Art, what's up?
I just wish I was somewhere else.
Like where?
I don't know. Yo, fishy man, who the king of the sea? Some days I get so crazy, trying to make decisions, wondering about what to do and when. I'm worrying about money, my past it ain't funny. Obsessions plague me time and time again. Now I thought with precision about this really big decision. No refunds, no turning back no more. It's hard for me to focus, so I'll try some hocus pocus and hope I don't regret what I wish for. I wish I was a fish. I wish I could just leave this world behind. I wish I was a fish, just swimming around with nothing on my mind. Swimming around with nothing on my mind. I wish I was a fish. I wish that I could be in the sunny Caribbean. I'd join a clownfish school on clown all day. For lunch I'd nibble coral, where angelfish get oral. If things didn't go my way, just swim away. Each day would be so simple, just go with the flow. I wouldn't have to think about a thing. Too tiny to be hooked, I'd always have a happy look, just being a little fishy ding-a-ling. I wish I was a fish. I wish I could just leave this world behind. I wish
I know swimming at the bottom of the deep blue sea. That's where I wanna be. Nothing on my mind to worry me. Man, I feel so free.
It's amazing. I can't believe that, how you got that whole thing together. It's very entertaining.
Thank you very much. Yeah, people find the song fun, and then they look at the video and they go, "This is really great." I kind of plan what I wanted to do, and then you give a camera to people on various beaches and say, "Let's shoot." Try to dance like a fish, or try to look like you're having fun when the camera is on you, and you get all this footage and put the video together, and some amazing things happen. Particularly, I love people doing the fish dance, which is kind of like you start with a.
Now, don't you have some kind of
I have a fish hat, which I like to wear, and when there's kind of like a move, there's a fish dance, and we are trying to spread the fish dance around the world. In my dreams, I wish, and I'm hoping, that the fish dance will be as big as the Macarena. It would be a total fluke if that did happen, but, you have to have a wish. So, everything is fish with me, from fish tambourines to the little fish bracelet. And I'm hoping that people will listen to the song. You could hear it on iTunes. I had a copy of that CD somewhere here. There's a little picture of me looking like a fish behind a piano. And check out the video, I Wish I Was a Fish, by Art Now, which is my name. So you just go, Art Now, I Wish I Was a Fish. Yeah. You can have it.
So that didn't just come out by accident, really. You've worked with a lot of people that may have inspired you. Name some of the names of the people that you've worked with, some big names.
Well, I used to work in advertising and wrote commercials for Burger King, won some Clio Awards for the Bacon Double Cheeseburger. My last job was at BMG Music, where I produced and wrote every commercial for 4 years. And Will Smith, his first 2 albums. Will is making a lot of money now. Me, I'm getting by. Gene Simmons, one of my homies from New York City. Bruce Hornsby. I mean, a lot of people. But the whole time I was doing commercials and sitting in their studio, I really wanted to be on the road and be a musician. And I've been traveling just by making music for the past 20 years. I mean, I've performed with a Hanoi swing band. I've played keyboard with a Thai rock and roll band. But for the past 4 years, I Wish I Was a Fish has been my signature song. I've performed it in the airport here. Almost wherever I go in the island, people go, yo, fish, man. Yeah, man. Or they go like this. And I've written a lot of songs. This is the one song people know me for. It's like my Hotel California. And you know something? It's not so bad to be known as the guy who makes people smile, makes people laugh. Even in New York City, I mean.
I know. I heard that they love you at Toppers. Do you pass out hats or something fishy?
Yeah, yeah, it's really funny. I at Toppers or wherever, I might just come around with the accordion, give people, put on a fish hat, and you'd be surprised how many people will pick up a fish hat and start doing a fish dance on first hearing the song. It has an amazing hook, as you could probably tell. It's really catchy, and it's just.
I love that the fish dance has a hook.
and it's just great to be able to make people happy over something that's just silly and whimsical. So I'm happy about it.
So is there anything else that you're thinking of doing after the fish? What would come next for you?
Well, I'm thinking that, I'd be as rich as a goldfish, maybe going to loan sharking or open up a school of clownfish or, something like that. Gefilte fish, I'm not sure what we could do with that, but there's a market for this fish song everywhere. I am, just really want to have an easier time making decisions as a human being, but if I have to be a fish, that's where I want to be.
Now, other than the Fish song, what are some of your favorite songs? Who are your favorite artists?
Oh, gee. I don't know. That varies. I mean, last year I liked Flow Rider. Sometimes I get a good feeling. I mean, it changes from. I love a lot of dance music.
What about in oldies?
In oldies, gee, you sang a song at karaoke. I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting
Reach out of the darkness.
out of the darkness. Who remembers stuff like this but Helen? I like songs that, are on the positive side. Ain't No Stopping Us Now by McFadden and Whitehead, Curtis Mayfield, Move On Up. I like things that, kind of positive. When I was younger, it was different. It was All Along the Watchtower. There must be some kind of way out of here. But now I like songs that, stuff like you hear on the radio.
Yeah. What was your favorite concert?
I saw Jimi Hendrix 4 times. Now I'm showing my age, but I also like Santana and Sly and the Family Stone. I've been to Woodstock. I know I'm showing my age. I've been to the Isle of Wight. There are just too many great concerts to even start going on. Yeah.
So what else do you do to fill your time here in St. Maarten?
I swim every day. Try to scuba dive, snorkel, read books, and then I work a lot. I work, 5-6 nights a week at various hotels and make people happy. They're pretty happy when they get down here. Because St. Maarten is a wonderful place. Yeah. Pretty much music and enjoying my life.
That's so cool. Now, you are stationary right now, but you do like to travel, and you do get a little antsy sometimes. What would be your next stop?
Well, it's just the checklist. I've never been to a carnival in Rio de Janeiro. I'd like to go to the Galapagos, But basically these days I go where there's a gig. Yeah. If there's a gig, I'm going. So art now, yes. I'm ready to come to your town with a whole bunch of fishettes. Gee, I just made that one up. And I would like to live the rest of my life touring the world with the I Wish I Was a Fish show. Am I being too silly?
No, not at all. I mean, I think that you need to be happy. You're an entertainer, and that's why people love to come and see your show and love when you do karaoke, because you don't just do karaoke. It's also a show. You include the audience. You make them forget everything and be part of it all. You're inclusive.
Well, that comes from years of working in piano bars, which the thing about piano bars is it's not listen to me. It's about let's sing along, let's have a good time, let's get up and dance, let's celebrate life.
No, I was really surprised. Now, you played the harmonica the other night, but you also picked up the accordion, and it was like a mini accordion, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So I haven't seen many people play the accordion, so that was cute.
Yep, it's a novelty. It's a kind of a side gag. It's a one-man band. I like the little one. You really don't need 120 bass, particularly if you're doing solo work. Mm-hmm. I like playing the harmonica at the same time, little shakers around my feet.
I do believe my time is long. I do believe my time ain't long. Man, she's no good, don't it? And that's why I sing this song. In 17 hours, pick me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. I'm headed for a rolling, and I have to see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. That's right. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like the southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock rock me, mama. Running from the cold, up in the wind. I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, and I play accordion now. Oh, them North Country winter keep getting me down. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave down. I ain't turning back, and that old life no more. See, so rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anywhere you feel. Yeah, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Yeah, mama, rock me, mama.
I've been at the New York Accordion Around the World's Festival in Bryant Park for the last 3 summers. You should check that out. That's great. It's once a week, and we've had up to 100 accordion players last year. 100 accordion players playing New York, and they were from Norway, Germany.
Where did this happen?
Bryant Park, 42nd Street in Manhattan. Yeah.
Oh, so you do get back to the East Coast.
I always go back for the accordion festival, and I also spend time in New York City. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So now, have you done any movies?
I haven't done any movies. I was in a off-Broadway show a couple of years ago, but it's much easier to do a 3-minute song than to remember so many lines. I think that was challenging.
Yeah, I know. I did Woody Allen's "Don't Drink the Water" about a year ago, and I was on stage almost the whole time, and it was challenging, I have to say. But I could do it, which surprised me that I could remember all that. So let me ask you: do you get to watch any television? Because you're always out entertaining.
No,
no favorite shows. What do you think of reality shows?
What do I think of reality shows? Not too much. I don't have a television here. I watch Netflix and watch movies. Yeah. Don't really. I know who Kim Kardashian is, but that's. I don't go any further than that.
That's another story.
But I have to watch the Helen show. We just met, so I was just on YouTube just prior to coming here, and I want to watch all your shows. Oh. And you keep a kind of a local slant, but I've seen you had Eddie Money and Carol.
Yeah, well, I also worked with Eddie Money. He has a new a play that it's the story of his life, and he's trying to get it to Broadway, and it's called 2 Tickets to Paradise, and I played his mother when he was a teenager.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was just exactly a year ago, and that was really very thrilling. I was honored to do that. Wow. But I've interviewed some good people, Darryl Strawberry and Brandon Steiner and Gary in the U.S. Bonds. You like music. You like Gary in the U.S. Bonds, right?
I danced till 2:45 late last night, my baby and me. Yeah, all that stuff. That's all the stuff I grew up with in Brooklyn, New York. I remember... you talk about musical influences. Hearing the Isley Brothers do Twist and Shout for the first time. I was crossing Kings Highway and Avenue D. I had my 9-transistor Emerson radio, and I heard that song, and it changed my life. I decided from that moment on, when I grew up, I want to be a black man. Okay, now it's changed. I still wish I was a fish. But music makes you think great things and is inspirational. And no matter what you wish you are, the best thing is to be happy.
Yes. And isn't that amazing? It's so true how music brings back memories. You can recall exactly what you were doing when you heard a song for the first time. I think that's true for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. In New York City, I've worked on this music and memory circuit, playing for people maybe with Alzheimer's disease, etc. There's a great documentary on Netflix, Music and Memory. But there are clips where the guy doesn't really know where he is, and you put on Minnie the Moocher, and the next thing he's singing Minnie the Moocher and reminiscing about his life in the 40s with real details. Music triggers, we know that, wonderful emotions and is healing and joyful, and we all know the value of music. It's one of the best things in life.
So now you really follow the unbeaten path. You know, you follow your heart and what you love. Do you advise that for other people? What advice do you give them? Because you seem like a really happy guy. It's brought you joy. What is your advice for everybody else?
Be a doctor. Go to law school. No, I'm only kidding. I think it's good to follow. Well, of course, everybody knows, follow your passion. And if you follow your passion, then your work isn't even work.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. And I know you love what you do, and you bring a lot of happiness to everybody. Thank you so much, Art, for joining
My
us.
pleasure.
You're very artful.
Thank you very much. We've been working on it. Thank you. Best wishes.